Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Today we are going to discuss about this question which says the stigma prevents autogamy by. So options are compatibility test, option B, hermogamy, option C, dichogamy, option D, all of this. So the question says the stigma prevents autogamy by. So what is stigma first of all? Stigma is nothing but what is stigma? Stigma is nothing but the sticky region of the carpel. Okay, it is the sticky tip of the carpel. Carpel, you know, that is the female reproductive part, right? Okay, and here, in many of the cases, in many of the plants, the autogamy is prevented. What is autogamy? Autogamy is nothing but the self-pollination. Self-pollination, as well as you can say self-fertilization, because if there is self-pollination only, there will be self-fertilization. Okay, because sometimes pollination occurs, but still fertilization may not occur. Okay, in both the cases, we have to look for the difference you should know very well. Now let us see how can it avoid autogamy. Now option A says compatibility test. Yes, the stigma and pollen compatibility test happens where stigma produces stigma. This is the A one we are talking about. The stigma produces certain chemicals. Okay, which will prevent the germination of the pollen grain. Okay, this will prevent pollen germination. So because of this, what happens, though there is pollination, but still further germination doesn't happen. So there is no fertilization. Okay, so that is one of the mechanisms to prevent autogamy. So that is the right answer. But what about hermogamy? What is hermogamy? Hermogamy is nothing but the placement of the male and the female reproductive system or the organ will be in such a way that there is no pollination or there is no fertilization. Okay, so there is no self-fertilization or there is no self-pollination. That is what is hermogamy. So what is hermogamy? Hermogamy is nothing but the placement of male and female parts. Okay, parts to avoid self-fertilization, self-pollination as well as self-fertilization. So if it avoids self-pollination, it will definitely avoid self-fertilization. So that is hermogamy. Yes, that is a mechanism. It is a natural mechanism. That is also right answer. Option D says dichogamy. So what is dichogamy? Dichogamy is nothing but it is a mechanism where the maturation occurs at different timing. Okay, the maturation of male and female occurs at different time. Okay, different time. So that is dichogamy. So the anthers will mature first, and the stigma may not be ready to take up the pollen grains. So that can be done, or the stigma, or you can say the gynecium may develop first, and the anther may not be ready to pollinate it. So that difference in the maturation time is called as dichogamy, or you can say that mechanism is called as dichogamy. So by all these mechanism, it will prevent autogamy. So the correct answer should be all of these, because all these mechanisms are involved in preventing autogamy. Okay, so what is the correct answer? The correct answer is option D, that is all of this. I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you, everyone.